Dramatic music. Jim, let's move on from the girls segment. There's still more of Raw.
You never know when it's safe, folks. Yeah, that stuff can just come in at any time and oh, Jesus Christ, what was that? Well, now we come to the part of the Raw program where we come to the three men vying for supremacy in the triple threat situation that they got over there with CM Punk and Seth Franklin Rollins and Roman Reigns. They had a big package on that with the happenings, and then suddenly, like Mussolini and a big crowd poppy from Glasgow for our own Punky. Cause what's the matter with you?
It was awful lyrics. That's what's the matter with me.
My voice almost stuck like that. Now my voice is stuck.
Your voice wasn't even the problem this time. It was the actual lyrics.
Well, I'll have you know I'm a cunning lyricist as well.
Punky?
Our own Punky.
Hey, by the way, are we still calling him Franklin? I've had people ask us that because apparently WWE has dropped Freakin'. He's now just Seth Rollins, the grown-up Seth Rollins.
Is
he still Franklin?
Just because they're allowed to change people's names willy-nilly doesn't mean that we're bound to that, does it? We can still call people by their proper names.
I agree.
What about Jack Double Barrel Cannon?
What about him?
We could call him that.
Yes, we can.
But anyway, you know who they were calling CM Punk over there in Glasgow? CM Punk. Because they got the big CM Punk chants going, and they sing. They're multilingual over there in the overseas lands. They know all these fucking songs and chants, and they go back and forth. It's amazing. And he's there to do a promo. Now, riddle me this, Brian. We just talked a little earlier in the program. It seems so long ago and oh so far away. But they're all over there. They're in Bologna, and they're in Cologne, and they're in fucking London, and they're in all these places, Spain and France. But how can, if they're Roman Reigns nor Seth were on this show, and Punk comes out and cuts a promo and basically says that they're going to be in London. They're too scared to come here or whatever he said. But did they just say it? Oh, we're over here, but fuck it. I mean, does that count toward their number of contracted dates to the point where they'd rather sit off on a sold out house or what? I don't.
Yeah,
are they flying back and forth?
That's what I was wondering. Did this conflict with Roman's 15 dates a year? Or whatever,
well, but
whatever he works.
God damn, if you're over there, would you come all the way back home to be home for a couple of days, turn around and leave again or whatever? I don't know. You know what? I'm glad. When I watched TV, when I was a wrestling fan, when I was a kid, you could think, well, if I got into business, I could go all the way to Memphis, Tennessee. That was a big deal. But fucking Maine to Spain on a choo-choo train. Anyway, so Punk cut a promo. It's a great promo. And he's promoing, his issue with these two fucking guys. And he had a little homage, or as the kids call it, an Easter egg or whatever, with, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I work with children. But Seth screwed me at the Elimination Chamber because he's a little diaper piss baby. And Roman screwed me. Well, for those two, it's personal, but for me, it's business. There's two guys in my way, and they got to go. Seth and Roman. And he dropped the little hint that Roman, somebody better tell you that your wise man isn't just your wise man. And there's a contract signing on Friday. I'm like, what the fuck? They all went home from fucking, where were they? Friday night in Spain or Bolivia. They all went home and are coming back to London Friday.
You always mention Bolivia. Bolivia's nowhere.
We got a big audience. I'm trying to talk to the people out there, the cult of Cornette. In Uruguay is a hot spot for us right now.
Uruguay.
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 Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Maybe that's something that you need to tell people about yourself on your own. I didn't mean to reveal anything, but nevertheless.
Nevertheless, more of this.
More of this that's happening. Seth and Roman, fuel up the jets and I'll see you in London. That's what Punk is saying. I'm not going to be there. So, but he reminded everybody again, neither one of you have ever beaten me without the other one's help. And I brought you into this business and I can't wait to take you out of it, because they were his shield along with the other guy before he started exhibiting all the brain damage symptoms or whatever. What do you think? I hate to go back to him. That's probably what Renee thinks, but what does he think when his two compadres are two of the biggest fucking wrestling stars in the goddamn world for the biggest wrestling company in the world, and he's over there getting a fucking phony bat stuck in his back?
What? I think he has personal satisfaction in that he's able to do all the stupid stuff that Brock Lesnar said, I'm not doing this, you idiot. He now does it, and he has a billionaire paying him and his wife millions of dollars to be there every week for this. He does promos that no one likes. Their own fans have turned against him. His matches are terrible. His stable's the most boring stable ever. But he's doing his own thing. If he was here,
but hey, he's independent.
Hey, listen, he's also exposed himself. I'm not saying WWE wouldn't bring him back, because they'll bring anyone back, especially to hurt Tony. But man, I can't even vision him fitting into the scene over there right now, because he is awful. And these guys aren't.
Well, nevertheless, they weren't there, but Punk was, and he's going to see him Friday in London for the big contract signing. So, again, they get to see one of the stars, but this is a big deal to these people. Over there, they get one big show in, a dog's age, as Aunt Lola used to say. And then, Punk comes out and does a promo. But where are these other fucking guys? Oh, we're going to be in London. And even the people booed that. And he said, you're booing? He said, well, I can't help it. I'm here. So it was just like, fuck. Couldn't they just come out and walk around and talk a little bit? That's all they need to do. Anyway, would you like to go to the main event, Brian?
Yeah, good promo, by the way.
Good promo. Well, thank you. You're talking about
Did
Punk.
you write this promo? Are you writing promos again?
No, I thought you meant the one I just did.
What do you think they're going to do with Heyman?
Well, I don't know.
Where's Brock?
The Duke weight loss clinic.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, you said me? What are you talking creatively? They're going to do with
CM Punk's favor. We don't know what it is, but they're still teasing it. What do you think it'll be, and what do you think Heyman's going to do?
See, the problem is, I think Heyman realizes, like I did at one point in time, 30-something years ago, when a shoe was on the other manager, that he's not as effective, or he can't get in the meat of the matter as much as a babyface, but circumstances, kind of demanded it. But now where do you go? And I don't know. It's not like that if he suddenly favored Punk over Roman that it would switch him heel. It's not like if he favored Roman over Punk, it'd switch him heel, unless they want to switch Roman back. So there may be some resolution to this where it's what's best for Heyman, which, again, might or might not. Where does Brock stand with Dana White and those guys? Are they happy with him?
Yeah, I don't think there's any heat or anything that I know of.
Okay, then it seems like that they will bring anybody that can make them money, and Brock could make them money, but maybe Brock wants too much money because he knows how much money because he was already making a fucking shitload of money.
Or are they just waiting for all the Vince stuff to go away? Because until it does, you could bring him back, and the next week it's like, Brock Lesnar asked her for a plate of piss.
I don't know. Dana White was on video power slapping his wife in a bar, and he didn't even fucking go home for a day.
That is amazing. He was doing interviews on TV right after it too. And he's just like, yeah.
But now I think there was a mitigating circumstances that she hit him first, but nevertheless. But yeah, so I don't think they care about that shit.
Well,
no pun intended. I don't think they care about that shit.